Hey everyone, today I'll be drawing one of my viewers' characters. So I start out making a rough sketch and then I trace it onto digital. I do this because it is much easier to get a good idea before you actually put it on and my hand is less shaky. I filled in the base colors and now I'm shading. I really like this character. She's really pretty and she has such a good style and fashion. I really like all the mellow colors. What I did is I gave it a pop of color by adding like the highlighting being like different shades like blue, red, stuff like that. The reason it doesn't look like a speed paint is because I accidentally deleted the recording of it and I tried for a really long time to get it back and I couldn't. I'm really sorry about that. But what I could do was I could just put the pictures side by side and then add the crossfade effect so it would kind of look like it's blending into each other. So I hope this is okay. I apologize. Just doing shading right now and also lighting. I'm doing some hard shadows, so I also did some hard highlights. I use airbrush to do soft shading and then blur it. I thought it would make the darkness pop against the light and I thought it would look pretty good. I use regular pencil for the hard shadow and lighting. You may notice that I'm doing hard highlights on specifically one side. That's because I'm having the lighting come from that direction, so the light would be most strong there, and on the other side it would be more dim and not as reflective. It's always good to know where your source of light is coming from so you know where to put your shading and where to put your lighting, because you don't want to just have random shading all over the place because it'll look a bit messy. When I do my airbrush, it might look a little bit random, but I'm doing it against all the edges. This is to form a gradient and show perspective, and I'm also making room for where the lighting is going to be on the lightest parts, like the shoulders, the chest, and a bit on the stomach where it would reflect off of. I had fun shading the neck piece. I added some color in there. I thought it would tie it together and also make it more realistic, because typically if you have a white piece of cloth or item or something, the shading is not like directly gray. Depending on the lighting, it can be like different shades and have like a little bit of color, so that's why I did that. I also thought it would add good perspective with color and stuff. I made the hair a bit more brown dark than gray, just because I wanted to give a little bit of color, and also it looks a bit more realistic because typically when you have black hair it is more on the brown side, like a dark deep shade of brown. Here I'm doing the highlights and I do it lighter than the actual hair so I can blend it out. Now I'm adding little dashes of light where it reflects off and it makes the hair look shiny. This happens in real life, that's why I'm doing the little dashes, because if you ever look at hair, it kind of has this way of being lit. I'm also putting some on the edges to show where the light's reflecting and to make it look more shiny. Now I'm doing the eye, which I'm pretty excited for because I've never really done much yellow eyes other than on cats. I might have in the past, but I'm not really used to it. So this is pretty fun. I was debating on whether I should do pupils because the character didn't actually have pupils, but I thought I'd just go along and do it in my style still and add the pupils. I hope you don't mind. Then I did some shading and then I was done. I cleaned it up a bit and added a bit of a background. I thought the rainbow would make a nice pop to the darkness. And yeah, if you want me to draw one of your characters, just comment down below and I'll try to get to it. Thanks for watching. Bye! I hope you like it.